All right, let's see if this is working. All right, this is Alpier, and I am streaming for the first time since DEF CON. um, Basically, we're working through a new badge idea for BSidesDFW, and so this is complete concept phase at this point. All right, so here's my idea. BSidesDFW is taking place on November 4th, so we don't have a lot of time, and it's taking place at UNT. UNT, their theme is mean green, I guess because of that football player that went there, but everything's green. They have green as like their color, and it's like green and white, right? So I was thinking that looks so much like a development PCB, like a green board with white text on it. We got to do a badge for B-sides. You know what I mean? So that's where this thought came in. You can still hear me, right, Rex? Oh, did I lose you? All right, let me trying to get my badge team involved here. Can you hear me, Rex? All right. Well, I'm assuming he'll jump back in. Anyway, so I thought a green PCB with white silk screen works perfectly with the UNT colors. So even though it's a very short time frame, we got to do a badge. And to do a badge for B-sides means it's got to be a run of like 500 badges. So that it has to be simple. And it's going to have to be a kit because we're not going to be able to make them all in time. So what I was thinking was if we went with a very simple circuit, just a couple of blinky LEDs that we would power with a coin cell, that would be perfect, right? Then we could actually just have people wear the PCB with a lanyard. And then if they want to build the badge, the LEDs and the coin cell in the hardware hacking village at the con, they can do that, or they can do it at home later. So yeah, one of the things I found, let me see if I can share my other screen. Alright, where is that? Okay, yeah, let's move this over. So obviously I'm already buying parts even though I don't have a badge ready. I am buying the coin cell holders because I know I'm going to need those. I only got 400 because I have a couple hundred in stock at home. And then I got 1,000 of these LEDs. These LEDs look pretty cool. Before I go too much further, I don't think I'm audible to my people on Discord. So Rex, if you can hear me, speak up. But anyway, this...
Yeah, you're... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. Okay. So
when I'm hearing you via the stream, every other word chops out.
Really? Okay. That's weird. Well, hopefully the stream records okay.
A little bit, maybe it's...
I think it's you, because your voice is cutting in and out on the voice. So, anyway, check out these LEDs.
My voice is cutting out?
Yeah, your voice is cutting in and out for me. So what these are, they look like just regular 2-pin LEDs, right? But it's an RGB LED that has the smarts in the LED, and it will just randomly change colors. It'll go slow, then fast, and slow, then fast, and just changes colors. So we don't have to build any of the smarts to like do multicolor LEDs. We're just going to give it power like we would a regular LED, and it's going to do all the flashy stuff on its own. So I got 1,000 of these, and I got a bunch of the coin cells, and I have tons of resistors, so I don't need to buy those. But I'm thinking that is the basic circuit. A couple of LEDs, a couple of resistors, and a single coin cell. And it's only going to last for like the few hours of the con that people are there. So it's a 1-day con, so that should work. So now we come to the design. Another thing I was thinking about with the design to make it fast and make it cheap is easy paneling. Have the panel done by the fab house, and that's where oops, turned off the wrong thing. That's where they will take, let's say I have a square board, right, and I want them to make 2x3 of those, right? So they'll actually put it together and make it like this to where it's one big board, and it's got the V cuts to where you can just snap them apart, right? Real simple if you have just a simple square board. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be square. It can have like stuff curved on the tops, and then they can, as long as the sides and the bottoms where they meet are nice and straight lines, they can do the V cuts, right? So what I was thinking was basically a board that would have like a rectangle bottom, and then maybe something up top. And for up top, I'm thinking we'll do like the state of Texas, right? Something like that, to where we can actually do the rest in silk. Put a hole here in the panhandle for the lanyard. And now we have a simple thing that can, if we make it small, we can do maybe 2x2, where the other board would go upside down this way, 2 next to each other, 2 that way. And it would count as one PCB. One PCB that's actually 4 badges. So instead of 400 badges, I'm running 100, or 500 badges would be 125. So it makes it much more economical to run these. And the fact that we're using green board and white silk, which is the default at all the fab houses, means it's going to be cheap, because a lot of times they charge you extra for the fancy colors like the blue and the pink for the silk screen or for the solder mask. So this can be doable. We just have to actually come up with the artwork. And being that this is taking place on November 4th, I really only have 1 week to put together the whole circuit design. The artwork, the PCB layout, everything. I have to get this on order like in a week, or the boards won't get here in time. So that is the challenge. And that's kind of why I wanted to meet with the badge team to go over this. And Rex, we'll probably need your help is when we actually get these in, just putting it all together, because like for the badges with a kit, we have all these little components and they all have to be put in little bags. And for B-sides, with this quantity, that's 500 bags we gotta fill, and it's going to be a lot, and we're going to need a team for that. And so just like putting LEDs and resistors and battery connectors and a battery and the PCB all in a bag to be able to give out to people, and that'll have to happen before the B-sides con, obviously. So we're probably talking about like 4 weeks from now assembling these kits, which really, it only leaves me 1 week to do all the design work and 3 weeks for it to get here. So that's the challenge. But I think it's doable. So what I wanted to try to do was try to, tonight, get at least a base layout going. And so we're going to start with this guy because we know we need one of these on here. So we'll just measure this out. And this is just rough measurements to get an approximate size. Okay, so we got our battery connector size because we're going to have to work around that. And so let's see. That's in the center. So maybe go out this far and that far, and let's see how long is that line. That is, yeah, that's almost 60 millimeters. That's too long. We're gonna have to do a skinny guy if we're gonna build a bunch of these together. Okay, so how big is that? That's about 45. Yeah, so 45 from here to here. So it's going to be skinny because it's actual size. And then I want to try to stay under 120. So that would mean this can really only go that high. So that is kind of our dimensions that we're working with. All right, and so if we want to do state of Texas on this, and the weird part is the state of Texas, it's not like the panhandle is in the center, it's kind of off to the left. So if I put it in the center, that means the whole state is moved over a little. All right, well let's just kind of put it here, because that's the center. And let's say that's the panhandle. Let's actually make you a little wider, like that. All right, so panhandle's going to come down. And then it's got kind of squiggly lines here. Now let's see, this is 1, 2, yeah, so this will be the side it comes up. Yeah, and so we'll meet it like right there. But then it needs to come down quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit. It would be down here somewhere. So something like that, and then the actual state would be ending here. As it does its little jog around here, and then it does kind of a loop like this, and this is a bad rough drawing, but for our estimations it should work. Alright, so let's say that's our state of Texas, and actually this probably needs to come a little lower, this section. Yeah, something like that. Alright, and then if we have a hole for a lanyard there, that's a really small badge, which I'm okay with that if we can make all the components and everything fit in it. And then we can get the BSides logo, because this is going to be on the back, so we have all of this blank space to work with artwork wise. So I'm thinking we could do the BSides logo like maybe across here. Oh shit, did my phone disconnect me? No, I'm still on audio, okay. So the question is, do I actually want to spell out BSides, or do I want to just do like the S with that looks like eyeballs logo? I mean, we got room, we could spell it out, and we probably should. Yeah, So I'm thinking, what does the B-Sides logo look like? Let's take a look over here. All right, so B-Sides. Is there one that's not all scratched up? Guess it doesn't matter. Oh, naturally. All right, so it'd be something like that in this tiny space. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe going up and down since we have more vertical length than horizontal. Maybe we'll have the B-Sides going up and down. All right, let's work on that. All right, so make sure this is still on camera. Yep. All right, so the B-Sides will go someplace in here, and I want it going kind of along this side here. That way I leave room for the DFW over here. Okay, so we'll start with, we're going to have our B here. And then we have and this is rough. I'll clean it up in Illustrator, but this is just to give us a rough idea what it's going to look like. Okay, and then we got okay, shade this in a little. All right, so we got B-Sides there, but we need to throw DFW on here, which will go this way because I think, let's see, the B-Sides DFW logo. The one that we did on a badge, let me find, because we did it on like the 2019 badge in a cool way. Let me see if I can find that. All right, where was it? Where was it? That's 2019. Where's 2020? Here we go. Let me share that. Oops. So yeah, this is what I took off of their logo here. But I kind of like the way it was DFW with the star right where DFW is. So if we do something like that, that could work. All right, where'd my picture go? There it is. That's the one. Nice and big. Yeah, that's what I need. Something like that. Okay. So let's get that in here. So we got to put the star. Okay. And then the W. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. Didn't give myself enough room. And we got our star. So it'll be B-sides, DFW, and then we can put the year under here too, like the under here somewhere. Like this is where we can have it be like 2023. And so with that, we got to figure where are we putting LEDs. Do we want to backlight this, like put the LEDs on the back, in which case we're working around this battery connector? That could be cool though. But what would we backlight? Would we just go around? And if I'm going around, then I probably don't like the placement of the B-sides, because that battery connector is going to get in the way and it won't backlight all around it. I could put the B-sides here instead across. That might look better than up and down anyway. Then I could backlight it because the battery connector is not in the way. But then what do I put down here in this dead space? Oh, I don't know. So Rex, I know you're listening in, and if you can't talk because of connection problems, maybe just throw in the chat any ideas that you might have. Are you liking this, or should I make the B-sides go this way, horizontal instead, even though it's going to be more cramped, and then figure out some art for the bottom? What do you think? Or I mean, just chat on the Twitch if you want. Oh, I see horizontal. All right. Okay, so let's let's redo this, and we'll do a horizontal version. Where'd my pencil go? There it is. All right. Yeah, maybe I have to make it a little bit wider. All right, so there's our base, the one component that is inflexible. All right, and so I think last time we went, what, 2.5 out, 2.5 out, yeah, so we went like that and that. Oops, no, that was too far. See, I think we're going to have to go a little bit wider this time. We'll go in the half. Give it a little more space width-wise. That'll allow us more room to do it horizontal. And then right here in the center, We still want Panhandle of Texas, like right there. Some curvy effect here. Coming down and going all the way across. But state ending here. All right. Okay, and so we know we want DFW to be a nice little star here. All right. And now we want the B sides to go this direction. So let me pull up that picture for my reference again. There it is. Okay. So we're going to have the B starting over here. Okay, and then here it kind of curves up and goes around. Into a big S. And I did that way bad. Yeah, that's way too wide. Okay, and then we have the actual S below it. And now that I'm drawing this, we could probably make it a lot bigger to come across more. So I think I'm gonna, before I get too far, let's do that. We'll make it bigger. So we want their logo to be nice and big. Bigger B. Okay. Okay, and then this has to come like that. Oh, and it's easier to draw when it's bigger too. And then let's put our state of Texas back in behind it and fill this in a little. Yeah, obviously for the real badge, I will be using the vector images of the BSidesDFW logo that I've used on other badges to give them credit for stuff. So I already have this text done out, but to sketch it out for size is good. Yeah, and then we can throw the year down here, the 2023. Yeah, it's going to leave us a lot of room to do art at the bottom. So I think we just need to figure out what kind of art do we want to put at the bottom then. And then what we can do as far as what the LEDs are going to do, we'll throw the LEDs on the back. And then we could backlight this, like do the sections around this lettering the same way I did for the future badge, right? So if we put the solder mask voids around all the lettering, then the LEDs should shine through it, and that could be a really cool effect. We can do it around the DFW, around the B-sides, around the 2023. And then for art on the bottom, we just have to figure something out for that art. Maybe DFW skyline. I could do art of the DFW skyline. What do you think of that, Rex? Or did you have any other idea for art to go on the bottom? Yeah, because what I'm thinking is if we put like the LED pins on the sides like this, they'll fold over and the LEDs will be in this area in the center. That'll allow all this backlit to work nicely. And then we could throw resistors like over here. And that's all there would be. There'd be the two LEDs, the two resistors, and then the battery connector. And the hole for the lanyard. Very simple badge, but I think that will work. Oh yeah, the reunion tower. That's a good call, Rex. So yeah, we could do like the cityscape and have some famous DFW landmarks like the reunion tower. That could work. All right. Well, I think I have a working plan then. I just gotta see if I can make this happen in the time frame we have. So if we can get our other badge team members to help out. I know we have someone that does art that joined the team not too long ago. Yeah, if we get her to help with some of the artwork, maybe we can throw this together pretty quickly. Take a picture and post on Discord. Yeah, that's a good idea. Although, I mean, I will be posting this whole video up on YouTube when I'm done, just like I do all the badge videos. So, but yeah, this way we can get everyone to see it and make it happen. But yeah, the time frame is so tight. Let me pull up a calendar. Let's see. Calendar, where are you? There you are. Let's go to month view. All right, that's September. All right, let me display that. Yeah, so if we look at the calendar, we're in the week just before this. See, if we look at it, we're on the 27th. So we have 1, 2, 3, basically 4.5 weeks to get it done. Really 4, because the weekend of the 28th is when we would have to be packaging stuff up for it to be ready for the conference on the 4th of November. It really only leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 Saturdays to get this done. And that includes ordering the PCBs from the fab house and the components I got on order. But yeah, this is going to be tight. I don't know why I do this to myself. But yeah, I think that will work. So close up. Yeah, I think that's going to be a winner if I can put that together. And as far as measurements go, we're looking at, it looks like around, we'll call it 50-ish millimeters this way. And then to the tallest section, we're talking 70-ish millimeters top to bottom. So if we do 2 by 2, that would be 100 by 140. That's still doable as a panel to do a 2 by 2 and get 4 PCBs or 4 badges per PCB. Sounds like a plan. All right, well, I think, yeah, we got more to do, and as I work on this, since this is a last-minute job and there's going to be a lot going on, I'm going to try to do more streams this weekend and throughout next week to show how we can crash build a badge with only a few weeks' notice, because my last stream that I did for the Future Badge, we did this whole Future Badge diaries and showed how it took months and months. Now we're going to show the opposite, how if you rush things, you can actually still get it done too. And actually, this is the way I used to do most of my badges, was wait until the last minute and then rush it. So this will be right in my wheelhouse. It'll just be new streaming this. So hopefully anyone watching this will enjoy the rush to completion of this badge. And I hope Isaac, who's running B-Sides, actually gets back to me, because I mentioned I wanted to do a badge, and he hasn't said yay or nay yet. So I'm doing all this planning without the organizer of the conference actually being on board yet. But I'm hoping he will be on board. If not, we'll just be giving these away at B-Sides, and it won't be the official conference badge. But either way, I think we can get it done and get it built. So, all right. Well, I am going to end this stream for now, and hopefully we'll do some more of these soon, so you guys can follow along with the progression of the B-Sides badge. Thanks. Talk to you later.